Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you've never seen me before, hi, my name is Sophia. I am starting something new today. I'm really nervous about, and I don't know why, because it's not like I've done something similar to this, but I've never done this before. I'm making like a podcast. It's just because I have a fancy microphone and I'm recording. I'm not putting this on like Spotify or anything. It's just basically I kind of want to post content that I'm happy and excited about, so like my vlogs, but also, as I said when I started my channel, I also want to talk about things that are more real and be like the big sister energy kind of vibes. So I'm going to do that. So I suppose this video is just to establish what I want to create. Sorry, my chair's really squeaky. I don't really know what I want to do, but I'm starting it. But I think it's a learning curve, and we'll all get to know each other in one way or another. So first off, I want to start with the name. So I've decided to call this podcast Support System. I want to call it Support System, or I'm going to call it Support System, because throughout this whole process of just life in general, but especially recently, the biggest thing I've ever needed is my support system. And I thought if I call it Support System, it's because I want to create a nice community of people that can support each other. And you don't just need a support system through negative, sad things. You need a support system through positive things, exciting things, nerve-wracking things, anxious, thrilling things. You just always need a support system. I thought, let me call it Support System. My hair's really annoying me because I've not like done anything to it. It's just hair dry. I think I want to talk about what it's about. That's the second thing. So mostly I want to talk about, like, as I said, being the big sister for everyone. I don't have any siblings and I'm an only child. And I just really want to be the person that I didn't have. Like, I had people that could give me advice and everything, but if you're watching this and you either don't have an older sibling, or I don't know, maybe you're not close or something, or if you just want to hear someone else's opinion on certain things, I just want to be that person. I just want to help people. I keep saying that. That's like the one thing I keep telling people. I just want to help people. I want to make sure that can you hear that? I kind of want an ice cream. Like, the people I love watching that do like podcast kind of stuff, Fernanda Ramirez. I have followed her for so long and I love her, and I love all of the advice videos she does in her podcast. And It's a Better You by Fernanda Ramirez. I kind of just like, I don't want to do this is what you have to do this and do that, because I am still learning. And I think that's the whole reason of this. Like, I'm still learning. So this is kind of helping me develop as a person and be a better person myself, but also it's kind of giving you, hey, I've had these experiences. If you're going through something similar, we can either be besties, or you can listen to my advice, you can not listen to my advice, or you can just sit there and watch. People are probably most likely going to be my family. You might learn a bit more about me. Yeah, that's the aim. The aim is just to provide a safe place, safe environment, safe everything. I don't even know. I think because I've been through so much from a young age, I'm not saying I've been through everything. I'm not saying that I have the best advice and I am the person you need to listen to. But I think it's also another therapy kind of thing for me to be able to like voice my opinion. But also, I always find that I want to, in the future, I'd love to work with like charities and be able to speak at events. I'm a horrible public speaker, by the way. I hate public speaking. I have a presentation in a week and a half. I'm shitting myself, but I want to get better at public speaking. In the future, I really want to work with charities, mental health charities, specifically like men's mental health charities. I know I am not a man, but throughout this whole process of me like losing my dad and everything, it's become very apparent that a lot of my dad's friends, especially at the funeral, were like, oh, I'm so embarrassed that I'm crying. And I'm like, babe, you're at a funeral. You're at your best friend's funeral. It's okay to cry. And it's just like, and I know a few people who have really struggled with their mental health and men, and it's just like, and I created a men's mental health advert a year ago, and I really enjoyed making it, and it really impacted a lot of people around me, and I'm really happy about it. Like, impact them in a good way, not a bad way. But yeah, I really want to help with charities like mental health, like mind charities, and working with children and loss, like younger children and losing parents or family, friends, relatives, you name it. But also, I want to be a director. I know it's kind of like a get to know me as well, I suppose, because if you've never seen me before, I have other videos on my channel, please do subscribe. But my like life goal is to be a director of some sorts. I'd love to direct some charity advertisements and everything, but like I'd obviously love to direct my own film. That is like end goal, like dream. I'd love to work with charities, but I know that I need to establish myself in the industry and have enough money for me to be able to provide a service like that. My content's going to be, and what it's going to consist of, it is just going to be me sitting here talking at you. I might include a few videos of what I'm addressing, because again, it's not going to be like a podcast. There's going to be cuts. There's going to be little videos. I really want to do stuff like, I want to talk about grief, but also I want to talk about it in different segments. Like, I'm not going to do just one episode on grief, because grief is very not linear and it's just like all over the place. And I might talk about grief within doing, like, talking about the first, like everything you do for the first time without the person that you've lost, or dealing with going back to uni, or dealing with other things. Just like, there are going to be loads of different segments on grief, so it's just not going to be the one episode. And I do want to talk about my anxiety, because I suffered with a lot of anxiety growing up, school experiences, unpopular opinions, but I say a support system as well. As I said from the beginning, you need a support system everywhere in your life, not just the negative things. So I do want to talk about, like, I kind of want to make a community of people that want to be friends and just get along and just be nice and positive, no bad sucky vibes. So yeah, support system is basically me creating a group of people that just genuinely want to help each other and just be nice and friendly and loving and no negative vibes. There's going to be grief talk, there's going to be anxiety talk, confidence talk. I could talk about music, films, directors, girly talk, confidence, and like relationships, friendships, anxiety. I already said anxiety, like my favorites. I already did a favorites video, but like I could do more in-depth one. So it's kind of just going to be everything and anything. I also have always loved doing podcasts, and I feel like, again, it's for me to gain confidence as well. And some people have told me to make a podcast. I keep saying podcast. It's not necessarily a podcast, but it is at the same time. But yeah, I'm just kind of trialing it out, and I think I'm just going to keep posting it, because doing this will establish me in like the YouTube world. Like, you can get to know me a bit more, because like the vlogs, you see what my life's like, but you don't see like me as a person, and it's more me taking the piss out of all my friends. Location for filming, I really wanted to film in my car. I haven't yet to get my car. I've decided I don't actually want to do it in my car, because I follow a lot of people that film in their car. I might do an odd episode in the car. I might do it all over the place. I never know. Madeline RG does it in her car, and I don't want people to think I'm copying her, because I've also realized I made my logo months ago, and my logo, same shape as Madeline RG's. And I already realized, I think people are going to call me out for thinking I'm copying her. I'm not. I love her, but I'm not trying to copy her. And I don't want to film my car, because that is way too close to being like me trying to steal her brand. I could never steal that girl's brand. She's funny as fuck. I think I want to get rid of that little corner in my room and put something up and just do a little cute corner, probably put a film poster next to me, put a nice comfy sofa, and just do something like that. I'm not really sure just yet. This is the first episode. Again, I'm not 100% sure how this is gonna go. It's all a learning curve. You're getting to know me. I'm getting to know myself. It's just life. But yeah, I thought it's quite hard to establish yourself in this kind of thing. I know a lot of people that tend to make YouTube, like podcasts, are people that already have a YouTube channel with a significant amount of followers. I don't, not yet. I just thought it'd be a nice time for people to get to know me. But yeah, because people starting podcasts don't really have to introduce themselves, because people already have followings and they kind of go to there. Let me quickly shoot shots. My name is Sophia Honey. That's my account name. Honey is actually my middle name. It's not my last name. I don't really use my last name in anything other than like proper documents. I'm 20 years old. I'm in my last year of uni. I'm 5'9". Not that you need to know that. Really enjoy watching films. It's really what I talk about. It's like my little niche of me as a person. I don't shut up about films. Everyone's sick of me probably talking about them. My celebrity crush is Matt Damon. I absolutely love that man. I've had a crush on him since I was 7. I love every bit of work he's been in. Everyone knows it. He's literally on my computer. Yeah, I love him. He's just incredible. What else? I'm trying to think. Growing up, I did so many sports. You literally can name them. I probably did them. I learned how to swim when I was 4. I used to swim for the place I'm from. I swam a mile when I was 6. Then I played water polo. I've done netball. I've done football, horse riding, loads of stuff. Okay, I'm going to get to more serious stuff quickly before my camera dies, because that is more of the stuff I'm going to talk about. Growing up, I had really bad anxiety just in general. I had horrible separation anxiety, especially from my mom, because it was always me, my mom, my nan that lived at home. My dad, very much around. He was always around. He just didn't live with us. And yeah, I was just horrible. I really had bad heart palpitations, really bad, like panicky vibes, like just couldn't breathe, but I never knew what it was about. And then my mom was pretty ill about 6-7 years ago, I think. It just caused me to have horrible health anxiety ever since, like horrific health anxiety. Like I can't even even like leave the house, or I'd panic and just come home from everywhere I go. Wouldn't stay at anyone's house, wouldn't see anyone. Always thought I was dying, and it was horrific. I do want to touch on this more because I feel like as much as we are better as a generation at opening up about the struggles we have, especially with mental health, I do want to make it more apparent. And I get it. I get people don't want to watch it because social media is very, oh my God, I do this, I do that. My life is incredible. This is what's going on. But I feel like we need to now like normalize a bit more of normal life and talking about things that actually really impact people. Like I get it. I love watching stuff like, and I probably in the future, hopefully when I gain more subscribers, will be invited to some really cool events, and I will want to film them. I will want to do that because it's so cool and people do want to see them. But I also think we should have the balance of actually hearing about what people do and what they suffer with, and that if we can help each other, because it's important and it's a big aspect of people's life. The next big thing I want to talk about is grief, because I feel like especially in young people, no one talks about it, because it is like unfortunate and it's not uncommon, which is really like annoying that no one talks about it. It's not uncommon for people at young age to feel grief, especially a parent, because I actually didn't realize how many people around me have lost a parent I'm not close with, but like I'm around quite a lot, and no one talks about it. No one wants to talk about it, but I feel like we should, like the anxiety thing, like the other things, I feel like we should talk about more serious topics, especially if people have platforms. If you've experienced something shit, I get people don't want to talk about it. Like I'd get that. You don't have to talk about it, but I feel like it should be more spoken about. And grief impacts you, whether it's close to you or it's an animal or it's your pet, a family member, someone that's not even close to you. It can still impact you, and trying to navigate grief from a really young age is shit. So if you end up watching me and you end up either watching my later episodes about grief and you've been touched by it, I just want to help at least one person and my job will be done. But I just think our generation, older generations especially, because I had a few people come up to me at my dad's funeral saying, "You're too young to understand." And I was like, no, he's my dad. If you don't know and you haven't seen any of my videos, my dad passed away 3 months ago today, actually. And it's been a really shit time. I'm trying to angle my grief towards helping other people because it's the only thing I know I'm good at. I'm trying to talk to people and making sure people are okay and opening up to each other. You don't really know what's going on, and that's like the whole point of it, is just you don't know what's going on. So I think if more people spoke up about it, it'd be really helpful and really help other people. I mean, I've searched up, because when I found out my dad was going to pass away, because he became very terminally ill very quickly. He was like, we thought he was okay 2 weeks and then he died. It was very traumatic. I will go into that story later on in another episode. I searched up just for my dad passed away, experiencing grief from a young age, and videos come up, but not like conversational videos. It's more like deep, dark, this is what happened. There isn't like a conversation where, oh, if you're going through it, text me, call me, reach out to this charity, try and talk to these people. But I feel like we should be talking about it instead of showing it, if that makes sense. I don't know if that made any sense, and I hope no one got offended by that, because I didn't mean for it to be offensive. So yeah, anxiety and grief are going to be a big topic for me. I want to talk about confidence, because I really lacked confidence growing up. I still do. Very much not a very confident person, but can try and talk about my experiences, and also throughout these whole episodes as well, I want to get other people's input. So I'll probably post on the community page on YouTube or on my Instagram saying, hey, you got any questions? This is the topic for this week. I'll answer them at the end of the video, or you can help me come up with topics. So it's going to be a serious and serious. It's going to be like it's going to be a whole different cycle. Like, I don't really know, like 1 week could be really funny, one could be different. Again, I just keep saying it. I don't know. Just stick around and watch. That's all I can say at the moment. I've tried to establish myself. I've tried to make it clear on what I want to do. Whole purpose of this podcast is for me, one, to get out my emotions, talk about them, be my own therapist. I have a therapist, but I mean like doing something I love, which is creating content, posting and editing and all that, but also it helping me is killing two birds with one stone. If it allows me to help other people, create a safe space on YouTube, because I know social media can be really scary. Like, don't get me wrong, guys, I'm so scared to post on TikTok. I've tried. I've got a video waiting. It's scary. People really don't care on TikTok. Like how people, they just comment what they want. They like don't care. And I feel like on YouTube you can really hone your people and the community you create. I just feel like it's a free-for-all. On TikTok. It's scary. YouTube is where it's at the moment for me personally, and I feel like I can try and post positive content and try and help people and create this nice community of people, but also I want to bring in a nice community of people. Also, if you can see that in the background, I just hit myself in the face. See that in the background? It's my dad's suit. I went to my dad's girlfriend's house this morning and picked out a lot of his clothes. I can talk about that aspect as well, talking about like the aftermath of grief and all the things that you don't want to do but you kind of have to do because it's going to help you in the long run. I did one of those tasks this morning, going to pick up my dad's clothes. It was horrible. It was disgusting. It was like, not disgusting, I mean it like that, like it was just, I have no words for it. It's just vile. So I will talk about something similar like that, talking about that, because it's like, what the fuck. I think I'm going to wrap it up here. I think I've blabbered on enough. I spoke for 30 minutes. It went quick. I'm a rambler. Yeah, if this is the first video you've come across, make sure you subscribe, like, turn on the bell. Oh, I feel like such a YouTuber. This is so weird. But seriously, if you have listened to this and you are interested in what I have to say, or you don't even know what I'm talking about, just stick around. Just stick around and have some fun and just get to know me, because I am really just trying to be there for people that don't have many people or don't really feel like they do. I just want to be a safe place. And if you're probably thinking, why does she think she has a place to speak? I don't know. I'm just trying to help. Don't be nasty to me, please. I can't handle it. I have enough going on at the moment. I think I'm going to round it off here. But honestly, if you have actually listen to this whole thing, or you are just finding me for the first time, please stick around. And if I've actually spoke about something you are interested in, or you have a topic where you'd like to hear my input, comment it down below. Follow me on all my social medias, they'll be linked below. And yeah, I can't wait to post some more of these videos. And yeah, I'm still nervous to post this, but if you're seeing this, it's up, so be nice, please. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you for next week's episode.